Right friends, welcome back to questions and answers general for week 33. This is from 10th August to 16th August. Look at the first question. Doordarshan recently cleared a proposal for the bioepic of, that is the serial based on the life of Deen Dayal Upadhyay. You may ask, who is Deen Dayal Upadhyay? Deen Dayal Upadhyay was the famous personality associated with Bharatiya Janasangh. Bharatiya Janasangh subsequently became Bharatiya Janata Party. All of you are well aware. So, he headed this organization for around 15 years. So, Deen Dayal Upadhyay, who was born in a village near Mathura in Uttar Pradesh, now Doordarshan is going to come up with a serial on Deen Dayal Upadhyay, right? The answer here is Deen Dayal Upadhyay. China's remote sensing satellites are providing environmental data for protection of the ruins of Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat temple. All of you are familiar with this temple. This is the famous 12th century Hindu temple. Subsequently, Buddhists started worshipping it. Suryavarman II constructed this temple and considered to be the largest religious monument in the world. And recently, China's remote sensing satellites are providing environmental data for the protection of this Angkor Wat ruins. This Angkor Wat, please don't forget, on the flag of Cambodia, this Angkor Wat temple is depicted. Please don't forget, over the flag of Cambodia, this Angkor Wat temple is depicted. And this was constructed in 12th century. Initially it was Hindu temple, later on started worshipped by the Buddhists across the world, and it was constructed by Suryavarman II in 12th century, please don't forget. Look into the next. Hubble Telescope has captured the images of Little Gem Nebula. It recently captured the beautiful images of nebula. It is a colorful cloud of dust and gas. It is the colorful cloud of dust and gas situated around 6,000 light years from Earth. Quite far away from Earth, 6,000 light years, and this nebula's features were captured by Hubble Telescope, and this Hubble Telescope was placed in low Earth orbit in the year 1990. Please don't forget, it recently completed 25 years. It was sent into the or kept into the low Earth orbit. It was kept in the low Earth orbit in the year 1990, and it was the initiative of NASA, assisted by other space agencies like European Space Agency, and recently this Hubble Telescope completed 25 years of its existence. Right friends, look into the next one. Name the river which turned yellow in Colorado state of United States of America. This river name is Animas. You can see in the picture. It is the tributary of San Juan River, and subsequently this San Juan River is the tributary of Colorado River, and recently this river turned yellow because of accidental release of 3 million gallons of waste water from an abandoned gold mine. From an abandoned gold mine, recently 3 million gallons of waste water which has got lead, cadmium and arsenic, which are harmful to the health, fallen accidentally into the river of this Animas. This is in Colorado state of United States of America. Environmentalists fear about the health of the human beings, whoever are using this river water in the reaches subsequently. Right friends? Look into the next one. Name the journalist who won the Prem Bhatia Award for the best political reporting. Prem Bhatia was the famous journalist, worked with several important newspapers in the country, born in Lahore in August 1911, and every year 2 awards are given. This year the 2 awards, you can look into this PPT. Suhasini Haidar, daughter of Subramanya Swamy. She is the Diplomatic and Strategic Affairs editor in The Hindu newspaper. Her articles appear quite frequently on international affairs in The Hindu, and she bagged the award for Best Political Reporting in the year 2015. Suhasini Haidar got this award for Best Political Reporting, and at the same time, please don't forget, the second award has gone to Priyanka Kakotkar, working with the Times of India as editor special projects, and she got the award for Environmental and Development Reporting. She got the award for Environmental and Development Reporting, and she reported on Maharashtra's agrarian crisis and distressed farmers. All of you are well aware, Vidarbha region of Maharashtra is leading in farmers' distress, or you can say farmer suicides in the country. So please don't forget, the award for 2015 has gone to Suhasini Haidar of The Hindu and Priyanka Kakotkar of The Times of India. Please don't forget. Skeletons and burial items were unearthed recently under the Edfu temple. This temple is 90 kilometers south of Aswan, and name the country we are talking about. The country we are talking about is Egypt. This Edfu temple is more than 2000-year old. It was started somewhere around the 3rd century BC and completed in the 1st century before Christ. It was dedicated to god Horus, and this temple is more than 2000-year old, and recently skeletons and burial items were found when some constructions or digging took place below this temple, and the country we are talking about is Egypt. Look into the next question. Name the person who was appointed the election commissioner. The person we are talking about is Om Prakash Rawat. He belongs to 1977 batch of IAS, and now the election commission is full. The election commission has got 1 chief election commissioner and 2 election commissioners. With the appointment of Om Prakash Rawat, now the election commission is full with 1 chief election commissioner and 2 election commissioners. And please don't forget, the tenure of election commissioner is either 6 years or till he or she attains the age of 65, and Om Prakash Rawat will be in this post till December 2018, when he attains the age of 65 years by then, right? So please don't forget, India celebrates Voters' Day on January 25 because Election Commission was established on January 25, 1950. Just one day before we became Republic. Just one day before India became Republic, this Election Commission was established on January 25, 1950, and to commemorate that, we celebrate Voters' Day on January 25. Please don't forget. Name the city first in the country to become the member of World Tourism Cities Federation. This World Tourism Cities Federation is a non-profit and non-governmental international organization headquartered in Beijing, and India's Kochi became the first city to become member of that non-governmental organization. That organization is World Tourism Cities Federation. Now Kochi in Kerala became the first city in the country to become the member of that organization. Please don't forget. Name the person who received 24th Saraswati Samman Award for the year 2014 from the President Pranab Mukherjee. It is famous Congress leader, he is Veerappa Moily. He received 24th award, and at the same time, please don't forget, this award was started by KK Birla Foundation in the year 1991, and he is the 24th recipient. He got the award for his epic Sri Ramayana Mahanveshanam, which was written in the year 2007 in Kannada language. He is from Karnataka, please don't forget. Prakash Munjal, all of you are familiar with Hero Cycles. The founder of Hero Cycles passed away recently, and he is Prakash Munjal. He passed away at the age of around 87 years, and he is the founder of almost famous in India, that is Hero Cycles, please don't forget. Guinness Book of World Records recognized PAHAL. Let us look at the full name of PAHAL. Pratyaksha Hastantrik Labh. Pratyaksha Hastantrik Labh. That is the full form of PAHAL. And as a layman, people know it as the Direct Benefit Transfer Scheme for LPG. Every one of you are well aware about PAHAL scheme, that is Direct Benefit Transfer for LPG. That means you purchase a gas cylinder at market price. You purchase gas cylinder at market price, and government subsequently will put the subsidy amount in your bank account. That is PAHAL. And this direct benefit transfer for LPG became the world's largest cash transfer scheme. Right? Please don't forget, look at the next question. Name the state which passed Witch Hunting Bill 2015. Right? People castigate some persons, people say that that person has got extraordinary powers. He can ruin other persons because of his actions, because of his special powers as felt by fellow human beings. So that is basically witch. Some people are eliminated from society, some people are not allowed to move freely by castigating them as witch. And recently Assam government brought a bill which is known as the Witch Hunting Bill 2015, and if some person is sent out of village in the name of witch, then there is a provision that he may be fined up to 5 lakh rupees and imprisonment up to 7 years also. So please don't forget, this Witch Hunting Bill 2015 was brought by Assam government. Name the state government which was declared as the first digital state in the country. Kerala was declared as the first digital state in the country. That state has got 100% mobile connectivity, 75% e-literacy, then broadband connectivity up to the panchayat level, and linking bank accounts with Aadhaar cards. These are all implemented in the southern state of Kerala, right? So the state of Kerala was declared as the first digital state in the country. Name the country which expressed profound grief over their actions during the World War II. There were allegations that Japan committed war excesses. Japan committed excesses in war. Several persons were kept as slaves. And please don't forget, Japan ruled Korea from 1910 to 1945. And during that period, there were allegations that Koreans were kept as slaves. Not only that, during the Second World War, there were allegations Japan committed several war atrocities. And recently, Japan expressed profound grief over their actions during World War II. And please don't forget, Japan surrendered on August 15, 1945. Japan surrendered on August 15, 1945, just 2 years before we got independence, and recently 70th anniversary of surrender of Japan was memorized recently, right? Just before surrender, all of you should not forget the atomic bomb attacks on Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6th and August 9th, and subsequently on August 15th, Japan surrendered and lost in the Second World War. Right friends? Tianjin blasts killed at least 112 people and several went missing. Name the country which we are talking about. It is the port city of China. It is nearer to the capital Beijing, and this port city of Tianjin was in the news recently because serious explosion took place, and in that explosion more than 100 people lost their lives and several people were injured, and nearby buildings were also damaged, and there were news that they are going to vacate people around 3 kilometers radius. They are going to vacate people around 3 kilometers radius around this blast site because lot of sodium cyanide is there in the port premises, and apprehending further damage to the residents in the surrounding area, now China is contemplating to vacate people in 3 kilometers radius. Right? Tianjin is the famous port in China. Look into the next question. Several migrants from Libya and other African countries are reaching Lampedusa Island. Name the country where this island is situated. Last time we discussed about Ghose Island. Ghose Island is in Aegean Sea, close to Turkey. This is the Lampedusa Island. The migrants coming from Africa through Libya, or the residents of Libya because of a civil strife in Libya, are escaping and reaching Lampedusa Island. Please look into this picture. Lampedusa Island is not only close to Tripoli in Libya, but also close to Tunisia. So this Lampedusa Island belongs to Italy. It is in Mediterranean Sea and close to Libya as well as Tunisia. Please look into this picture, and nowadays more migrants are coming to Ghose Island of Greece, which is close to Turkey. Last week we discussed about Ghose Island and Calais in France. Right? These are in the news recently because of the migrant problem in the Middle East and African countries. NERPAP program pertains to NERPAP program. This pertains to the election commission. That means voter ID card. All of us have got the voter ID cards, and now the election commission is in the process of verifying the accuracy of these voter ID cards, and this program is National Electoral Roll Purification and Authentication Program. NERPAP means National Electoral Roll Purification and Authentication Program, started on 3rd March and ended on 15th August 2015, basically to look at the electoral rolls and to make electoral rolls error-free and authentic. Previously, they started the linking of this with Aadhaar number, but they suspended that operation recently subsequent to the Supreme Court verdict on Aadhaar card. Look into the next one. Tata-owned Jaguar Land Rover has selected Slovakia as the first manufacturing plant in mainland Europe. I used the word mainland Europe. What is the difference between Europe and mainland Europe? Europe has got several islands also, and if you exclude all the islands, the area is mainland Europe. Now, Jaguar Land Rover, owned by Tata, is going to establish its first manufacturing facility in mainland Europe in the country Slovakia. Please look into this. Slovakia is in the center of almost mainland Europe. Please look into this map. Several people were killed when a powerful blast occurred near Erawan Shrine. This Erawan Shrine is in Bangkok, dedicated to Lord Brahma, and it houses the statue of Fra from, or otherwise it is Lord Brahma. Right? and a bomb blast occurred nearer to this Erawan Shrine, and please don't forget, Erawan Shrine is dedicated to Lord Brahma and is in the city of Bangkok in Thailand, and the country we are talking about is Thailand. Look into the next question, name the country where the plane went missing when it was going from Jayapura to Oxabil. Name the country. This country is Indonesia. It consists of several islands, and recently a plane went missing when it was going from Jayapura to Oxabil, and subsequently its debris was found in Bintang Mountains. Debris was found in Bintang Mountains and 54 people were on board. Right? Unfortunate incidents of plane crashes are increasing in recent times. Look into the next question, name the country where the group Sinai Province is active. When I talk about Sinai Province, it is the organization. Sinai Province is active in Sinai Peninsula region of Egypt. And when I talk about Al-Shabaab, that is in Somalia, Boko Haram, Nigeria. Similarly, Sinai Province is active in Egypt. Right? Look into the next one. Massive protests took place in famous Copacabana beach demanding the resignation of President Dilma Rousseff. Name the country. Country we are talking about is Brazil, the largest country in South America. Recently its economy is not doing well, and at the same time there were allegations of massive corruption in the state-owned Petrobras Corporation. Petrobras is state-owned, and there were allegations in Petrobras, and because of these allegations, protests are taking place across the country. Please don't forget, President is Dilma Rousseff. Last year she got re-elected, but several protests are taking place in Brazil in recent times. Look into the next question, name the state government which announced the launch of Rent a Bike scheme. This Rent a Bike scheme was recently announced by Delhi government, and this scheme is already in vogue in Goa. Right? This was recently announced by Delhi government. Name the country where 15th general elections were held recently to elect 225 members of parliament. Recently elections were held, and about the results and about the Prime Minister we are going to discuss during the lecture of next week. And the country we are talking about is Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka recently parliamentary elections were held. In Sri Lanka recently 15th general elections were held, and it elected 225 members to parliament, some of them indirectly. Look into the next question. Which of the following became one of the first historical monuments in the world to have its own Twitter account? It is Taj Mahal in Agra in Uttar Pradesh. Right? So recently it became, some of the newspapers quoted that it is the first historical monument in the world. Some have quoted one of the first historical monuments. Whatever it is, now Taj Mahal has got its own Twitter account. Please don't forget. Name the state government which decided to repeal 150 out of 592 laws within a month. Rajasthan is taking bold decisions in this regard. Recently the Chief Minister stated she is going to repeal 150 out of 592 laws, and the state government decided to repeal 150 out of 592 laws. The state is Rajasthan. Last question of this week, name the country which is in the process of developing new flag. New flag is being developed by New Zealand. Recently 16-member panel was asked to submit, and they submitted 40 possible designs, and one of the design included the kiwi with the lasers for the eyes. Please don't forget, kiwi is the national bird of New Zealand. Right friends, have a nice day. Please do join for questions and answers banking. Have a nice day.